Mario Tennis Fever has now been out for a little more than a week, and as a big Mario sports enthusiast, you know your guy was pumped to play this one. The Mario Tennis series has to be one of the, if not the most consistent Mario sports series out there, with Fever being already the 9th game in the series, which is kinda insane. Now that I've got the chance to play Mario Tennis Fever for a bit, I just really wanted to share my thoughts and opinions about this game, since some Mario Tennis games are really peak and some are absolutely dog shit. But I also just really wanted to play this game, because since mainly Mario Tennis Aces, the Mario sports games felt a bit unfinished, with the free updates and just lack of quality and personality. So therefore I wanted to yap about Mario Tennis Fever to see if it's any good and if it's a step in the right direction again for the Mario sports games. I have never really disliked the Mario Tennis games, but I'm also not really the biggest fan of them either. To be honest, when we got the announcement in that September Direct, I thought I quickly saw Super Mario Sluggers 2, but I should have known that I had to keep it realistic and that it was going to be a tennis game. I think I was drunk or something. I don't think I can really blame myself though, since my eyes were literally covered with an entire ocean because of all the Super Mario Galaxy stuff they announced. This was crazy. With all my experiences combined for playing some Mario Tennis games, I was excited but also quite scared for Mario Tennis Fever. The first Mario Tennis game I played was Mario Power Tennis on the Wii, and this got to be clearly the best Mario Tennis game I have played. The amount of content in this game is crazy, it is just so packed. But there are also some other games that are just not really that good. Yeah, I'm talking about Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. This game is just straight up ass. I need to say I was quite a big fan of Mario Tennis Aces and just loved how technical it was. But because of how technical it was, I never really played this with anyone since it was quite hard to learn every different shot. Therefore, I absolutely love that Mario Tennis Fever returns to the easier side and leaves the more technical part of Mario Tennis Aces behind. This makes the game just way more accessible to more casual players, and just way more fun to play with people in general. That said, I can see why people like the Aces mechanics more, and I think they maybe could have just at least made one of these tricks return in this game. The gameplay also just feels a bit safe in comparison to Mario Tennis Aces, where your position and timing really made a difference. But nonetheless, this game is absolute chaos. I absolutely love the main mechanic of this game being the Fever records. And trust me, that's not been the case for every game. But mainly playing online in a 2v2 match with these Fever records is just so chaotic and so much fun. I love it so much. Besides that, there is not really much to say about the gameplay aspect for this game other than it's just tennis. But I do need to say that after playing my first matches, I directly headed to the settings to turn off this stupid Wonderflower. Oh my freaking god. It is so freaking annoying that he says something at every single turn. I also just want to say that this game visually is so freaking stunning. Hello? I love how the game looks, and it's definitely an upgrade from the previous entries. However, one thing I really don't like about this game is how they reused animations for different characters, but it doesn't really interfere with how I feel about the overall game. It is just really fun to play this game, and the Fever records make every match different from the previous one. I think they really cooked with the character roster for this game. I mean, it is essentially the same roster as Mario Tennis Aces, with a few new additions, and also without this guy, rest in peace Fire Piranha Plant. But when Mario Tennis Aces launched back in 2018, the character roster didn't exactly look like this, but rather look like this, which is a huge difference with Mario Tennis Fever. I myself really didn't like the free updates with the Mario sports games on the Switch, but I have to give some credits to Mario Tennis Aces, because we got literally updates every single month for one entire year, which is way better than what they did for Super Rush and Battle League. Also, I am such a sucker for unlockables in a game, and I was really scared that it was going to be the case in this game, but oh my god, literally 50% of the entire roster is unlockable. I can understand for people who just want to play tennis with their favorite Mario character that all these unlockables can be quite frustrating, but it gives you a reason to play the other game modes or achieve certain requirements. In these games, I don't really have a main character per se, but there are some characters that are calling out my name. Help! Next I wanted to quickly talk about the courts in this game. I mean, since Mario Tennis Ultra Smash, I am already so happy that there is one court outside of a stadium. Of course, most of the courts are in a stadium or in the academy from the story mode, but these all have also different things about them that makes them unique. There's not really a stage I really dislike in particular. I really love the Waluigi pinball one, and I really like the airship one because it gives me flashbacks to Mario Sports Mix in a way. And I think those two have to be my favorites. I mean, they are all pretty good in my opinion. And the same is with the characters. I just love how you need to unlock most of these stages. And the best part was just that I had not unlocked the airship one for legit the longest time, since you needed to enter how to play at least once. Next up, I really wanted to talk about the adventure mode. Oh boy. So I had absolutely zero expectations for this adventure mode, since the one in Mario Tennis Aces was just straight up dookie. So I can't really say I was disappointed with this adventure mode, but oh my god, it is so bad. The story begins with a sort of cutscene with this basic Waluigi render. Honestly, I was laughing my ass off since they used this render for literally more than 10 years. It was almost time for the Mushroom Kingdom tennis tournament, but there was one big problem. Daisy is sick. Oh no, she got a fever. And to make it better, we need some kind of magic golden apple. After Mario grabbed the golden apple, Mario and Luigi heard an ominous noise. It was Wario and Waluigi followed by millions of fuzzies. Okay, I'm over-exaggerating that bit. It was probably 100, but you get my point. After fighting some of these fuzzies, a weird kind of shadow launches a beam. And with that beam, Mario, Luigi, Peach, and later with a second beam, Wario and Waluigi transform into freaking babies. What the fuck? After this cutscene, it was really time to begin with the adventure mode. And oh my god, it was just such a drag. As Baby Mario, you need to practice your tennis skills and do all kinds of minigames to improve your statistics. Some were quite fun, but most of them were really boring and just don't have anything to do with tennis. At one point, I legit thought to myself, is this going to be the entire adventure mode? But then finally, after dozens of tutorials, you finally start searching for the monster and start your mission to return Mario and the others back to normal. This part of the adventure mode was better, but it was just straight up not fun. There were these boss fights back to back and there were no fun areas to explore or interesting story. I am really happy I didn't set really high expectations for this adventure mode, since it is by far the weakest part of the game. Also, 1 week before Mario Tennis Fever came out, I played through the Mario Tennis Aces one for one last time, and this really helped with setting my expectations to a realistic level. I of course didn't buy the game because of an adventure mode, but it is just a real shame it is just so freaking bad. Therefore, the adventure mode wasn't the mode I was most looking forward to. Maybe the mode I was the most intrigued by was the Trial Towers game mode. I mean, maybe a weird comparison because they literally only have towers in common, but this really made me think about the Bowser Tower in Mario Party Island 2, which I absolutely loved as a kid. In this mode, you need to complete several challenges as you make your way to the top. A couple of examples for these challenges are be the first to score 5 points, don't let your opponent return the ball, or hit balls through rings to score the most points. In general, I really like this mode and the challenges. Some of the challenges were also some challenges from the adventure mode in the Mario Tennis Aces game, so that was quite fun to see. In total, there are 3 different towers you need to make your way through, and after you successfully completed every single tower, you will unlock another 100 challenges you can do. I really like this mode, and there were some challenges that were actually quite difficult. For example, there's one where you play as Pauline and need to return the balls on Spike's side, but he has this bullet bill racket and some balls were literally flying to Pauline. I didn't even have time to react. I also really like that with some challenges you had 3 different characters on your team. For example, the Baby Solidarity one, where you needed to play a tennis match with Baby Mario, Luigi and Peach against Bowser. After playing through all the towers, I need to say that I think this mode is really fun. It is nothing really spectacular or never before seen, but I just really like this mode and the challenges it offers. And it was also super fun to see which combination you will get. So that was also really interesting to see which characters they picked and which fever racket they got. Then lastly, I wanted to talk about Mix It Up, since I also had some fun with this mode. Basically, the name says it all. In this mode you play under unique rules you won't find in regular tennis matches. First up, you have Ring Shot. In this one you need to hit balls through rings and you need to collect the most points. I quite like this one. It is not really something super special, but it was super fun for the few matches I've played. Then you have Forest Court Match, and oh my god, the match I had played gave me literal chills down my ass. Basically, there are all these piranha plants that will eat the ball when it comes close, and when they do, the court area will get bigger, making it easier to score a point. Really fun idea, but this was how my last match ended. Yeah, it was kinda crazy. Next up you have Pinball Match. When I saw this map in the trailer, I was so freaking excited. First off, I thought it was going to just be a regular match. But oh my god, when we got the jackpot, it was so chaotic. The Racket Factory match is also one of my favorites. In a special match, it's basically just regular tennis, but when you hit a lit up floor panel on the other side, you will get a fever racket that you can grab. I really liked this idea and thought it was well executed. And then, maybe the one I was the most hyped about was the Wonder Court match. I just love when Mario sports games make references to previous Mario games, so I was really happy they made one for Mario Bros. Wonder. At first I was a bit confused since you had to essentially just play tennis, and by winning a point you get a Wonder Seed. But after some points there will be a Wonder Flower, and that's where the fun really begins. I love the one with the singing piranha plants, but also the one with all these hippos was just so chaotic and fun. In the Mix It Up mode you also have these score challenges, but the only really fun ones are the ring shot modes, because no, I'm not going to return 30 balls to to a piranha plant. Well, these were my thoughts about Mario Tennis Fever for the Nintendo Switch 2. Most of the time I don't really talk about the most recent game that just came out, since I just want to have the full time to play and really decide for myself what I like and don't like about a game. But I mean, it's a Mario sports game. I just had to make a video about it. I really do think this game is a really big step in the right direction for the new Mario sports games to come, and I am really curious to see what the next one will be. Please let it be Sluggers or Sports Mix 2. Or even Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Thank you so much for watching this video all the way through the end. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys hopefully in the next one. Goodbye!